Two blockchains, two very different visions. One war for the future of crypto. Solana is lightning fast, Cardano is rock solid. One is backed by speed, the other by science. One actually works, the other sort of. So, if I had to pick one today, who comes out on top? Let's find out. Welcome back to Captain Altcoin. Today I want to compare two of the most talked about layer 1 platforms, Solana and Cardano. They are both serious alternatives to Ethereum, but they take completely different roads to get there. I'll walk you through what makes each one unique, where I think the real differences lie, and of course, who could be the winner out of these two crypto giants. Let's start with Solana. Solana has one thing going for it above all: speed. If you used any of its apps or traded on the Solana network, you probably noticed how fast transactions fly through and how cheap they are. That's thanks to its unique consensus model called Proof of History, which is combined with Proof of Stake. Instead of waiting for validators to agree on timestamps, Solana pre-orders them using cryptographic clocks. It's like building a blockchain with a stopwatch running in the background. Pretty cool. I've seen Solana handle 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second in real-world usage, and devs said the upper limit could hit 65,000 TPS or even higher, with the Fire Dancer upgrade coming sometime in 2025. And the best part, you're paying fractions of a cent per transaction. Solana's high speed means developers can build apps that feel instant, like fast-paced games, real-time trading platforms, or payment systems that need to process thousands of transactions per second. It's especially useful for DApps that can't afford delays or high fees. Now, let's talk about the ecosystem. DeFi is also picking up with platforms like Jupiter Exchange and margin trading protocols built natively on Solana. The most popular wallet on Solana, the Phantom wallet, is one of the best wallets right now on the market. But what really excites me is Solana's push into Web3 mobile. They're building phones. Yes, actual phones with built-in wallets and DApps. Solana mobile stack is live, and the Solana Seeker smartphone is expected to start shipping in August this year, and you can even pre-order it now. And price-wise, Solana was solid here. Since crashing in 2022 due to the whole FTX disaster where Solana was hit hard, it's made a huge comeback. At the time I'm recording this, Sol sits at the top 6 in market cap, and it's been outperforming most major coins this cycle, including Cardano. Now, not everything is perfect. Solana did suffer from network outages in the past. The chain literally went down for hours or days. But in 2024, there's only been one major hiccup, so they seem to be stabilizing. Still, centralization concerns remain. A big chunk of early Sol tokens went to insiders and VCs, and the validator set is more concentrated than Cardano's. But the ecosystem is maturing. I personally started trading on Solana last year, and believe me, it was such a fresh change compared to the Ethereum network. Speed is just on another level. If Solana is about speed, Cardano is all about precision and delays. Many of them, in fact. Cardano was launched back in 2017 by Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum. But unlike Ethereum or Solana, Cardano takes a peer-reviewed academic approach for everything. I mean everything, from its consensus model, Ouroboros, to its upgrade process. Every step is tested, verified, and published before hitting the mainnet. This means Cardano moves slowly, but with extreme care. It moves so slowly that even after years and years of its existence, no one still uses it and takes it seriously as an actual blockchain to build on. Cardano doesn't process thousands of transactions per second. It averages closer to 20 TPS right now. But that might change with upgrades like Hydra, a Layer 2 solution, and Leos, which is still in development. Of course it is. Cardano also takes an interesting approach to smart contracts. It uses a language called Platus, which is based on Haskell, that allows for formal verification, which means contracts can be mathematically proven to be safe. Great for security, but definitely harder for devs to learn, compared to Solana's Rust-based environment. What I really like about Cardano is its focus on governance and sustainability. They recently entered the volatile era, which means ADA holders can vote on proposals. That's huge for long-term decentralization. And speaking of real-world use cases, they are building blockchain ID systems in Ethiopia, partnering with local governments. Of course, still not used by anyone. So, while Solana is winning in DeFi and NFTs, Cardano is aiming at infrastructure-level adoption. Now, let's be honest, Cardano's price hasn't been pumped like Solana, and it's completely understandable why, because no one uses it. ADA is still nowhere close to its previous ATH from 2021. But in late 2024, after the US elections, Hoskinson dropped some big announcements about working with regulators, and ADA saw a bit of a price spike. Still, it's been a slower recovery. Let me quickly summarize the core differences between these two. One small difference I forgot to mention before, Solana is at times the most used blockchain in the world. Cardano, no one uses it. But for the sake of it, here are the technical differences as well. Speed. Solana wins here, hands down. Thousands of TPS versus Cardano's dozens. Security. Cardano's slow, formal approach gives it an edge. Developer experience. Solana is easier for most devs. Cardano's tools are more niche. Decentralization. Cardano likely has the edge, especially with more validators and community governance. Ecosystem. Solana is more active in DeFi, NFTs, and now mobile. Price action. Solana has clearly outperformed Cardano in the past couple of years. But there's one more thing I need to mention, and that's philosophy. Solana is Silicon Valley style. Build fast, scale fast, fix things later. Cardano is more like NASA. Build slowly, test everything, then launch. Both are valid. It really depends on what you value more. Before I wrap this up, I want to touch on a few more differences that I think are often overlooked, starting with transaction fees. Solana clearly wins here. The average transaction fee on Solana is just over $0.02, sometimes even less depending on network conditions. Cardano, by comparison, averages around $0.16 per transaction. That may not seem like much on paper, but if you're doing hundreds or thousands of transactions, like in DeFi or NFT trading, it adds up fast. Solana ultra-low fees are a major reason why so many fast-moving apps choose it over Cardano. Another key area is interoperability. Cardano is working on bridges through its collaboration with OneChain, aiming to connect with other networks while maintaining decentralization and security. Solana, on the other hand, is moving fast here too. It's working on integrating with Cosmos, Ethereum, and Polkadot ecosystems through IBC protocols. That could mean easier cross-chain arbitrage, more flexible yield farming, and smoother DeFi experiences in the near future. And worth noting, over 67% of SOL is currently staked, while around 63% of ADA is staked, which means both have strong community participation and long-term belief. So, who's the winner? Is it really a question? Come on, if anyone's saying had to pick based on momentum right now, Solana is way ahead. So much ahead that this comparison doesn't even make much sense. And I don't know why am I doing it. Solana's user numbers, performance, app growth, and price action shows it's becoming one of the most important cryptos in recent years. But that doesn't mean Cardano is out of the game. Cardano is playing the long game, and if its upgrades land as promised, it could become a vital player in the market again, especially if security and regulation become more important in the next wave of crypto adoption. Personally, all the funny jabs aside, I'm not counting Cardano out, and I think it has a place in the near future of blockchains. But they need to deliver an actual product, not only theories. So what do you think? Are you Team Solana or Team Cardano? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button so others can see it too. And if you're still watching and haven't subscribed to Captain Altcoin yet, come on, we've got way more deep dives coming soon. That's it for today. See you soon in the next one.